Hey everyone on YouTube. This is welcome back to the Trailblazer RZR. We are now officially live. We're gonna update you guys on the Polaris RZR. I'm gonna wear my hat here, so you don't see the hat here. So we're gonna update you guys on the Polaris RZR at Redline Power Sports. We took it for its 50-hour increment service for the oil change, the air filter, oil filter, belts, all that stuff. And that went well, except for one issue. The wheel bearing broke. Yep, the wheel bearing broke, so they have to order a new wheel bearing, and it'll be ready on Thursday. So we were gonna get it today, but seeing that they don't have the part yet, because they're closed Monday and Sunday, so they couldn't get the part in time to fix the RZR. So the wheel bearing came off. I don't know which one broke. I don't know if it was the driver's side, the passenger side, or the back. I don't even know which wheel bearing actually broke. We don't want the wheel to fall off. Yeah, we definitely don't want the we definitely don't want the tire to fall off. So we're taking safety precautions and just keeping it there an extra day. I mean, if we keep it there an extra day, we keep it there an extra day. It's something we can do. Except keep it there an extra day and hope for the best. So I guess that's why I love getting my Polaris RZR serviced by a professional. They can look at those things. That's some stuff that I would have never seen, and it would have been worse. So it's a good thing I'm getting it done professionally, because I would have never seen that one tiny detail with the wheel bearing. I've never, heard it hum or anything. I've never heard it. So, yeah, the wheel bearing fell off. Not really fell off, but it broke. It stayed on the wheel, so it should be fine by Thursday, and it'll be good as new. So I'm definitely going to be getting it. We've got my GoPro charging, and it'll be fully charged by Thursday. Well, it'll be charged by tonight. It'll be fully charged by tonight, but we'll put it back in the bag and we'll charge it up by Thursday and make sure we have a fresh battery. So yeah, we'll charge the GoPro. We'll charge it again on Thursday and get it ready just in time for our driving video. And what's great about having this channel verified is I can post longer videos than 15 minutes, so we can do a very longer video. Is have because we have the channel verified, we can record the entire ride and post it onto both my TikTok page and, of course, my YouTube channel for the Trailblazer RZR. But with the RZR, I've also been thinking about some other accessories, like a booster seat for my cousin Briella when she turns 2 next year, and we can take her for a ride in the RZR, making sure that none of the wheel bearings are broke or anything. That's why we take it to Redline, so they can check those things and make sure we're good to go. So the RZR is still at Redline, and it won't be done until Thursday. And on Thursday, me and my dad will hook up the trailer. We'll head out to Redline and pick it up. And the actual full service is free, especially with the service plan. Yeah, we have the service plan at Redline, and with having the service plan, it covers oil changes, air filters, the fluids, and just everything about the engine. But it doesn't cover extra repairs like the wheel bearing. So we have to pay for the wheel bearing. I still can't believe that happened. I don't know how it happened. I mean, I drive normally, and that's kind of weird. Because all of it was fine, driving. Yeah, driving Riverneck Acres and Carolina Adventure World. I don't even know how it happened. Maybe it's from all the mud and using the pressure washer to clean off some of the mud. I mean, it's what we have to work with is the pressure washer and to clean off the mud. I don't even know exactly how this happened, but we're getting it fixed. It's why we do these services so we can fix these things ahead of time before things get worse. We've never had anything like that happen to the golf cart, but the batteries did die, which that's bound to happen with a lot of electrical vehicles because they run on batteries and the batteries drain over the season. This is usually the time of year I actually go onto the golf cart and drive it around is during the spring and summer, but I put away in the fall and winter, like late fall, early winter, and into the actual spring. So it sits in there for months and never gets driven. So the batteries did die. So when it comes to the razor, stuff like this is bound to happen. Is the wheel bearing breaking? But I just can't think of what might have caused the wheel bearing to go out. That's the thing. I would know exactly what happened because the only place we go to is Carolina Adventure World and Riverneck. I mean, right around the yard. I'm glad I'm glad they saw it. Yeah, it's a good thing they looked at it and they saw it, or else it would have gotten worse and the wheel would fall off, and we don't want that to happen, especially with a almost 2 year old girl in the back seat and the wheel falling off. I mean, if it's the back, then that would have been awful. If I was taking my cousin Briella for a ride around the yard and the wheel and the wheel falls off, that would not be good at all. If it's the front, then we'll be screwed either way. It's like when we go to Riverneck, it's all um, mud holes, which we have to be careful with and not break the wheel bearing, falling into the mud. I don't know if it happened when I took my brother to Riverneck or when we went to Carolina Adventure World this past time. I don't know. So I'm trying to think how it broke. So I guess what we'll do is next time we go to River Neck, just to go around the mud holes and go straight and not land into the mud hole because we don't want to what happened to the wheel bearing to happen again. So we gotta be very careful with that. So they're gonna fix the razor. They're gonna fix the wheel bearing, and it'll be good to go for Thursday. And it'll be good as new. We're gonna check out the new wheel bearing. We're gonna check out, the oil and make sure we have plenty of gas. That's another thing. We're gonna fill up the gas tank when we bring it back home. We were gonna stop at a gas station and fill up the razor. And we'll have plenty of gas to ride around. So I don't know how this happened, but things happen. Especially if you do a lot of riding like I do. I ride pretty much almost every day. Yeah, we ride almost every day. And riding almost every day almost does wear it out over time, just riding around the yard. But sometimes I do ride around at River Neck and Carolina Adventure World. And we do put it in low gear, 4-wheel drive, to get up the hill. Because we have a lot of rock. We have a couple of rocky hills on Trail 4 at Carolina Adventure World. Which I'm really good with that, and I don't think that'll be it. Climbing the rocks. So I don't know. Maybe it's from all when it got muddy this past time, when it rained. It might have, but it is what it is. It's something we can do about wheel bearings breaking. Because I do drive normal, like 15 miles an hour or less, and I never go above 15 miles an hour. And I'm not releasing the full potential of that razor because of how tight those trails really are. And I don't feel the need to push it above 15 miles an hour on those tight trails. Even at River Neck, I never want to push it between, above, 15 miles an hour. And be very careful on those trails. Even when I go to places like Hatfield McCoy trails where it's all mountain driving, I'm probably not going to push it up, well, I guess we'll have to see how wide those trails really are. And I guess I do go the speed limit on the service roads leading to the trails, and other than that, I slow it down to 15 miles an hour. But I'm not sure what broke the wheel bearing, because I go to Carolina Adventure World and River Neck, and it's meant for that. I do push it hard on that long stretch, and we slow it down once we get to the smaller trails. So I don't know what broke the wheel bearing. I've had it for almost a year. Come September 30th, and here it is, April. I guess it's common for all side by sides for the wheel bearings to go out. Eventually, it'll go out. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what really caused it. Because I know the only place I ride is Carolina Adventure World, River Neck, and also my yard. Most of the time, it's my yard. But I'm trying to figure out what might have caused it. It must have happened when we were on those muddy trails at Carolina Adventure World, because we were pushing it super hard so we don't get stuck in the mud. Especially with the red clay right there at Carolina Adventure World. It's hard to get through some of those trails. So I don't know what might have caused it, because there was a lot of extra muddy trails at Carolina Adventure World, and also at River Neck, because River Neck, we went there in January, and all the mud puddles were frozen with ice on them. I did ride my side by side in the snow. But I'm trying to figure out what might have caused the wheel bearing to go out. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it is what it is. I'm not really sure exactly. But we are getting it on Thursday, so that's a good thing. We're getting it on Thursday, which is literally the day after tomorrow. So, I mean, what's an extra day gonna kill? Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. So it's not gonna, I guess, hurt anything to wait an extra day to go ride. So the day after tomorrow, they're gonna put it in. They're gonna actually install. Yeah, they're going to install the wheel bearing tomorrow. They're having it shipped, and then they're gonna install it, and it'll be ready to go on Thursday. I don't know if it's gonna be this Thursday or the following Thursday. I mean, that's not too bad because one extra day isn't gonna hurt anything. Want to make sure it's all safe and ready for me to go riding. But yeah, it's just a issue we have to take care of. It's bound to happen eventually. And since my camera's fully charged. As we were sitting here doing this live, we're gonna put my camera in here and we'll top it off on Thursday and go pick it up, and it'll be fresh charge. Yeah, this will have a fresh charge before Thursday or on Thursday, and we can charge it up using my Apple charger, and we'll be good to go with doing the video when we ride around the yard, showing off the new wheel bearing, the new fresh quarter oil, the fresh oil and air filters and all that other stuff. But what's an extra day gonna cost? Nothing. So yeah, we're getting it on Thursday, which is perfect. My dad's off on Thursday. I can go ride around just in time to watch a show that I watch on Thursday. It's a DJ show because I am a DJ. And there's a show I watch called the Q It Up Podcast on Thursdays, so I can ride around, and plenty of time to come in, take a shower, and do whatever before coming in for the night. It usually starts at 9, so by the time I'm already inside, taking a shower and relaxing after a long day of riding, but we'll have plenty of time to go riding. And eventually we'll have plenty of time so yeah, we're getting the RZR service because it needs it. It had like a few hours left on the engine before it actually needs to be serviced. And then what we'll do is before we even put on the trailer, we'll go to the oil and we'll press the reset button so it'll keep up with the increments of when it needs to be serviced. So I'm going to remind my dad not to go, like when we start up the RZR, I'll be sure to tell my dad to wait a minute. I can go to the oil life on the settings and press reset so we can have an accurate representation of how many hours I've driven between oil changes. And we're still going to be keeping it at 50 hours since that's the increments for after the first oil change. It's usually like the first 24 hours it needs to be serviced, and then 50 hours, that's usually 3 months or 4 months, 3 to 4 months between services. That's perfect. So if we get my service now, I probably won't need one until, it's April, May, June, July, so won't need one until July, and then August, September, October. And after October, November, December, January. we can ask ChatGPT, create a timeline of all my services between now and the foreseeable future for my Polaris RZR, and the increment is every 50 hours of engine life, and I drive of engine life, oh, of engine hours. Oh, here we go. Here's a clean, long-term Polaris RZR service timeline broken down every 50 engine hours, built to carry you well into the future. This follows typical manufacturer intervals in real world off road usage, dust, mud, yard riding, etc. Um, Polaris RZR service timeline every 50 hours. So I guess this is from when we bought the Razor. So okay, so the service timeline every 50 hours. Okay, 0 to 24, and it was the check engine oil level, inspect the air filter, tire pressure, and lug nuts, inspect the belt and clutches, grease all fittings if applicable, check coolant and brake fluid, and quick bolt check. RZRs vibrate a lot. And then at 50 hours, yeah, check engine oil and oil filter, clean or respect air. Yeah. I guess this will be our first 50-hour increment. So right now they are checking engine oil and oil filter, clean or replace air filter, inspect drive belt, inspect brake pads, check battery terminals, inspect suspension bushings. And that's my first major maintenance checkpoint. I guess I don't know if we reached 100 hours. Check engine oil and oil filter, replace the air filter if dirty riding conditions, inspect spark plugs. I guess that's at 1,000 miles. Check wheel bearings, inspect CV, axles, and boots, and inspect clutch system. So they weren't supposed to inspect the wheel bearings until 100 hours. 150 hours is oil and filter change. But I guess okay, so they weren't supposed to check the um, wheel bearings until 100 hours, which we haven't reached that far yet. I mean, I guess it might have happened earlier than inspected. And then 150 hours, yeah, oil and filter change, clean air filter, inspect belt, replace if worn, grease suspension components, check steering components. 200 hours, bigger service is the oil filter change, replace air filter, replace spark plugs. So I guess every 100 hours, we have to inspect the spark plugs or replace the spark plugs, inspect the fuel system, inspect inspect cooling system, the radiator, and hoses, inspect clutch thoroughly and check alignment, 250 hours oil. So the wheel bearings have to be checked every 100 hours. It must have broke early. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. But I still don't know exactly because they were supposed to check the wheel bearings until 100 hours. For my regular XP, I've gone 15 miles an hour. So, yeah, they were supposed to check the wheel bearings until 50, like 100 hours. They weren't supposed to check that until 100 hours, but I guess something happened. I'm going to write to him. It's not a. How many times do I have to tell you that? Jeez. Ugh, these people on TikTok are getting on my nerves. Yeah, they are just stupid as they can possibly be. But, you know, so I don't know. I mean, the wheel bearings were supposed to be checked until it reached 100 hours. I don't even know how many hours my razor has now. So hopefully we'll get it on Thursday and it'll be good as new. I'm definitely happy to see my machine. So so yeah, other than that, when we get it back, we'll have to start planning our next trail rides to either Riverneck or Carolina Adventure World. Or maybe even Georgia, Tennessee. Because I definitely want to go somewhere else that's not in South Carolina. We'd like to go to Georgia, Tennessee, and check out all these different trails on the East Coast. I guess that's where we might have to go, is different trails on the East Coast, but not, anywhere else. I guess that probably won't happen till one or two different services from now, because we have to stay here during the summertime. So during the summertime, I'll be spending most of my time at Riverneck because it's close by. It's like an hour or so to get there, an hour or so back, and we can make it home just in time. Like it's just for a day trip until the corner gets closed for the season. Then we can go to other different trails. So the only time we can go to like Carolina Adventure World, well, not Carolina Adventure World, but yeah, basically Carolina Adventure World, Durham Town in Georgia, Windrock in Tennessee, and the Half of McCoy trails up in West Virginia is during the off season. When it's closed for the season, then we'll have plenty of time to go riding, but we'll have to stay home, which sucks because I really want to go out and explore this summer, but that stupid corner causing me and my dad not to go exploring this summer. Because, I got this machine and we really need to go out and explore. So, keep getting these notifications. It's crazy. I feel like people are more active here on TikTok than YouTube. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting my machine back. It's be fun. I'm gonna put that one I like because I like that one. It's not overdoing it. It looks bone stock. Yeah, I hate those side by sides that look jacked up. The doors look boring. I hate those side by sides that are overdone, jacked up. The doors look boring. Big tires. Nope, just to keep it bone stock. I like my stuff bone stock. So yeah, when it comes to the RZR, I don't think there's any big plans for the RZR except just to do the normal servicing and all that stuff. So I have to keep it bone stock. Also, it'll last you forever. Oh, they were asking what happened to the wheel bearing. So, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't feel anything when I was driving it. Yeah, I don't even know what happened because it just happened instantly. So, yeah, we're getting in on Thursday. We'll drive around the yard and we'll start planning our next trail rides. Hopefully soon. At least you caught it in time, of course. Of course. It's okay. Don't do it again. So, I just kept getting these comments on my TikTok video I did today. Updating on the razor. I haven't had it in like, I don't know, like, let's see when we got it serviced. We'll check my YouTube channel for this because I know I did a video for you guys. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload a brand new video or when I do some more lives. Because it really helped me out a lot. I currently have 16 subscribers here on the channel, and we gotta have more. And I post the same amount of content on here as I do on TikTok. Maybe it's because it's the whole doom scrolling thing where they can easily see a video on the For You page and easily get to it. No one's hardly ever watching my YouTube channel. That's just sad. I don't know why I'm wasting my time to do this live. You know what? I'll have to get people over to the channel. We'll come here to YouTube. And we'll take a picture of the channel. I've got currently 16 subscribers. There we go. That'll work. I'm actually going to save this. We're going to save it to photos. Yeah, we'll save it to my photos. But yeah, I'm getting it on Thursday. I just was told that this morning. Could end up like me. Yeah, I could have, but I'm always careful when I go trail riding to go 15 miles an hour so that way I'm not flipping over. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful day out. This would have been a perfect day to go riding. What's the weather like for Thursday? High of 85 and a low of 57. Not too bad. That's actually a perfect day to go out riding. But today also would have been a perfect day to go riding as well. But we'll have to wait until Thursday to go riding around. But at least I have my GoPro charged because it was at 14%. Yep, the battery is currently at 14%. So we have it charged, ready to go, and all I have to do is mount it to the side by side and Go riding. But yeah. Oh, and I was forgot to show you the hat. This hat I got when I bought the razor in late September, early October 2025. This hat was given to me by the people at Redline Power Sports. They were nice to give me a hat, which I think is really cool. Just to show that I'm officially a Redline Power Sports customer. Yeah, it's a sign. You know what? I don't even know what my next machine is going to be. So I'm actually looking at another machine just to run around the yard and also around the neighborhood as well because it's going to be a two-seater machine. I was actually looking at the 950 Sport, but I'm not really sure. Let me go to Big Toy Superstore. And we'll come to the website and see if they have this is in Calabash, North Carolina. Inventory. We'll look at the inventory. We'll type in CF Moto. It will search CF Moto 950 Sport. See if they have one. I mean, they have a lot of. Okay, so it looks like. I guess they haven't gotten in the Z10 yet, which is probably a turbo. That's a turbo nine. The Z10. Wow, incredible machine. It's a sport side by side. We'll look at some of the details about the Z10. 100 pound-feet of torque, 143 horsepower. So it's got the same engine. So it is a turbo, 3-cylinder, 4-stroke, liquid cooled, dual overhead cam turbo. That's a Z. So it's a Z10, 143 horsepower, 100 pound-feet of torque, 998 cc motor. That'd be cool. Get another 4-seater. I like 4-seaters, so almost look like a car. Ooh, nice. The Z10. Wow. But I was looking at the 950 Sport. But I can actually look at on ChatGPT to help with finding the 950 Sport, the CF Moto 950 Sport. We're going to close it out, open it back up. Dealerships near me that carry a CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. Oh, Z Force 950 Sport. Oh, near Conway, South Carolina. Oh, here are some legit dealerships near South Carolina, Conway, South Carolina, that carry or can order the CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. I focused on places with reasonable drive: Myrtle Beach, Florence, Eastern South Carolina, and nearby North Carolina. Big Toy Superstore. Closest open, yeah, closest options around Conway, the Myrtle Beach area. Big Toy Superstore in, just over the North Carolina border, 20 to 25 minutes from North Myrtle Beach. Carries full CF Moto lineup, including the Z Force models, known for having inventory on site plus financing options. Um, Generation 3 Power Sports, 1 to 1.5 hours from Conway. Has less inventory like the Z Force 950 Sport 4. Good option if you want South Carolina based inventory. Other other South Carolina dealers will open or may have stock. So after Generation 3 is the Velocity Power Sports Lance Sun near Charleston, 2 hours away. Lists the Z Force 950 Sport inventory. Power Sports Carolina. Full authorized CF Moto dealer with ATVs and UTVs, including the 950 Sport, I guess. It can order any Z Force model if not in stock. More inland, but a true full line dealer. D2 Power Sports, upstate South Carolina, 4 hours away. It stocks multiple Z Force 950 Sport trims. Power Sports vehicle dealership. What to know before you go: the CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. Oh, it depends on the trim and the color. My recommendation for me, since I'm in Conway, start with Big Toy Superstore in Calabash as the closest, likely in stock, and then check Generation 3 in Florence if you want more options or South Carolina paperwork convenience. So we'll check Big Toy Superstore in Calabash for the 950 Sport, so I can have something to ride on street tires and won't mess up the grass, because it's taken us forever to grow our grass from where it needs to be. So the reason why we decided to go with CF Moto, because it's cheap. It's a cheaper side by side just to ride around the yard and also ride around in the neighborhood with street tires. And we can look at street tires. Look up some street tires for the CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. Okay, it's searching for street tires for the 950 Sport, so I can have something to ride without messing up the yard, because we're going to do some landscaping. It says for your, I guess, for your future CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport, you're looking for something very specific: tires that ride smooth on pavement and don't wear out instantly, and still handle occasional dirt. Most stock tires are aggressive off road, so switching to a hard pack / street style UTV tire makes a big difference. Your typical size, okay, the front 27 by 9, 14, rear 27 by 11, 14. So everything flows. Oh, yeah, so everything below fits or is available in those sizes. Best street style is hard pack tires for your Z4s. Overall, the Tusk Terabyte radial tire from everything CF Moto off road. They're a hybrid tread, almost like a truck tire, way quieter and smoother than stock novels, or I don't know how to say it. Radial construction, better ride on pavement. So it works on gravel, packed dirt, and light trails. This is my go-to recommendation if you will be riding around neighborhoods, roads, or hard surfaces. There's another one, Sun F A021 Sport Street Tire. They're very low for road noise. Very limited for off-road ability, and tire life on pavement is good for the Sun F tire. Same thing with the I'll say no thank you. I'm just looking for street tires to ride in my yard so it won't mess up the grass, and also to ride around the neighborhood from time to time. Here we go. It's going to look for different street tires. Got it. That actually changes the recommendation a lot. What you don't, what you want is not just street tires, but want turf-friendly, low aggression tires that don't tear up grass, don't leave ruts when turning, smooth ride, still ride smooth on pavement. The best tires for my use for the yard plus neighborhood is the Tusk Terabyte hybrid truck style tread. And it says here flat, tightly packed tread like a truck tire, way less aggressive than stock. Smooth on pavement, gentle on grass. Still usable if you hit dirt or gravel. This is the best balance if you for your exact situation. Because I know we're still going to take the razor out when we go trail riding, so it wouldn't really matter. Best for practicing, or best for protecting grass is the Sun F A21 flat track street tire. Very low tread, almost slick style, designed for pavement and hard pack. Minimal digging into the grass. This is the closest thing to won't tear up your yard. Downsize is not good in mud at all and can spin easier on loose dirt. True turf tire option like mower tires, designed specifically for lawns. Rounded edges on shallow tread. Zero grass damage if driven normally, but not great for speed or aggressive riding. feels less sporty on your Z Force, but actually tears up grass important. Even with good tires, these will still mess up your yard. Sharp turns, especially in all-wheel drive or slash four-wheel drive. Spinning tires, punching throttle, wet grass, big one, which I'm not going to go out when the grass is wet. Even turf tiles will tear. Yeah, even turf tiles will tear. Yeah, if even turf tires will tear grass if you whip it hard, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to be just cruising. So the best pick is Tusk Terabytes. You still get performance plus comfort. It won't shred your yard unless you drive crazy, which I'm not. I don't really drive crazy. If your main priority is to protecting the grass, go Sun F A21. Or just accept less off-road compatibility. Simple decision. Want to feel like a mini truck on the road. Terabytes. What if I want a combination of feeling like a mini truck on the road plus grass protection at 15 miles an hour or less? So I was looking for different tires. Now that's the sweet spot you're aiming for, and honestly, you're basically describing a tire that feels like a mini truck on pavement, but is gentle enough on grass at low speed, 15 miles an hour. The key is tread pattern, width, distribution, and radial construction. So yeah, the Tusk Terabyte radial tire, that's perfect for the CF Moto. Yeah, we don't want that. So I guess the Tusk is still good. Yeah, the final recommendation after all that, the Tusk Terabytes. Show me a picture of what those Tusk Terabyte tires will look like on a CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. Oh, that's the what looks like a Can-Am Maverick. CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport. I will search images. I think we're get this one. Save the photos. What would this side by side look like? With the Tusk Terabyte, not Tusk, the Tusk Terabyte. Tires. I'll put the word street in front of it. Street tire. You know, when we took the it'll create a picture with the tires on it. So we decided to go with a CF Moto 950 Sport. Ooh, that's gonna look so good. Wow, that's gonna look pretty sweet. Look at look at that. That looks so cool. Dang. Dang, that's gonna look so cool. Oh man. Oh, that's gonna look so good. Holy crap. Holy moly, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look pretty sweet with the Tusk Terabyte street tires. So that way it won't mess up the yard or anything. That is so cool. Yep, so that way it won't tear up the grass when going at high speeds. Because if I'm just going to do normal cruising, might as well. And then the Razor Polaris M37s are hard on bearings. What? Oh, Portals and 37s. The only thing is, I'm running the stock 30 by 10 tires. Ugh, come on. That's the problem. I'm running the stock 30 by 10 tires, the original tires that came on there when they were brand new. I'm running 30 by 10s. So I'm actually going to post something. A concept of my next side by side. This is a concept photo made with Chat GPT of what my next side by side will look like. The CF Moto Z Force 950 Sport with Tusk Terabyte street tires. Type in CF Moto Z Force. It's a lot better than getting the CF Moto Z10 950 Sport. There we go. I'm definitely looking forward to getting another machine. So the doors are boring and the tires are way too big. I would have just stuck with the stock look. Sorry. There we go. I don't know why people are asking me to rate their side by sides. It's just getting on my nerves. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little live updating guys on the RZR. Just to let you know that they haven't ordered the part yet to the wheel bearing. Yeah, they haven't ordered the wheel bearing yet, but it will come. On Thursday. We'll have it ready on Thursday. We'll hook up the trailer and we'll get the side by side. We'll ride around in the yard and that'll be that. I think I know what's causing the yard to get all tore up, and that's those off-road tires. They're digging deep into the grass and tearing it up even at slower speeds. What about the RZR? What? What about the 1000 XP Ultimate behind me? That is orange and blue. That's my friend's RZR. What? It looks good, but not with those tires. I would have stuck with the 30x10s that came stock. Yeah, I was stuck with the stock look. 30x10s do perfect, especially those stock 30x10s. I mean, those tires just stick out. uh, so, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. We'll see you guys maybe on Thursday with the yard riding video with the Polaris RZR XP4 1000 Ultimate. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.